but I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance to take it. We about to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. The veteran kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started, and we are underway from Miami. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua, that one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Once again, it's Mostert. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 44 yards. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You got a lot to handle on this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Samson Abukum. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver Hill. Touchdown Dolphins! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Lance going back to the air after the pick six. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Lance. Able to find Gray here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Ready, ready. Drop, 17.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Second down and goal. Lance steps away. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
On the double. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And some space here. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
97 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space, and he rumbled for big-time yardage.
Mitchell will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Black Ultra, green jacket, Edo blue.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
First time they looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. He is going to find Hill here. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd.
On the set.
2nd and 7.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And now they'll throw with Lance. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the fourth quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, here's Mitchell. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work to.
It's alright, man. Cool. I been going there like